Thank you for those who joined me on the previous live. I appreciate the hell out of you. This is yet another live. Thank you so much. I had to put the other one. I went live at like 9 with StreamYard. Nothing. And I mean nothing happened. StreamYard is so finicky when it comes to using this modal. So let me explain to you really quickly what I'm doing. I'm using my second phone, a Motorola phone, plugged in directly to my laptop in USB webcam mode only. So, right, that's cool because this to me is already good quality and it's better than me spending another $200-300 on a webcam because I'm big on quality. So, I dig this. I like this. And with that, then I'm using NVIDIA. What is this called? NVIDIA Broadcast to give me even better quality, and especially for the audio because I've got a fan on in this room and NVIDIA Broadcast does incredible work on canceling echo and noise removal. So then I thought I was set, but no, you still need a streaming software. So every time you've seen me in this room or live in general, but mainly in this room for this setup, I've been using StreamYard. And StreamYard is hit or miss when it comes to accessing and detecting my Motorola phone. I don't know why. Sometimes it does it, and sometimes it doesn't. And that's like the least of my worries because the biggest thing to me is it's 720p. And last week or earlier this week, when we watched AVP2 here and you guys watched it with me, I was so happy because everything looked good. It did its job finally. But we get to today and it doesn't want to work. So I am sorry. Now I am using Prism Live Studio. And in this, I got to make my own custom layout. And I love the way this looks. Obviously, I'll tweak it as time goes on. Um, Eventually, once I get all of this figured out, this is going to be where you guys can like see a little box of what I'm watching and it'll have like something on top of it. But I'm very new to live stream. I know how to shoot video, I know how to edit, but live streaming through the software, I got to get that smoothened out. So right now I understand Prism and it has a lot of those OBS plugins just already built in. And yeah, thank you guys for taking the time to be cool with me and allowing me to figure this stuff out. I get it. It's Saturday. It's 10:30 at night. I'm about to watch a 2-hour movie. And if you guys want to watch it with me, you guys totally can. But as of right now, give me 1 second. Box of what I'm watching. Cool. You guys can hear me and my audio is clear and good. I'm going to jump into Prometheus. Right now, I know that it's on Hulu. If you're on there, I personally am going to watch it through Vudu because I purchased it a long time ago. And, they got really good streaming quality. So I'm going to watch it on Vudu. You guys can watch it on whatever you feel like. But I'm going to press play in 3, 2, 1. Man, when I tell you that streaming through, not just pressing live on YouTube, streaming is so much more involved when you have these streaming softwares. It's a lot, man. And I've got a pretty small desk here to do this from. And it's like starting to get really crowded. So, we'll see. But thank you to those of you who are joining. Joined. There's 2 of you here. Hopefully more come. And if you don't have much to do on a Saturday night, If I'm not home, I'm either out with a buddy at a concert, supporting a concert, or playing my own concert. So let me see. It's a lot, man. Nice. You guys can't hear that. So the difference between what's going on now and what used to go on when I was actually in my living room for which is Thorn Theater. Um, the difference being that I have a lot more control over what's going on here, and you guys get a lot better camera quality now because this is hooked up to the streaming service. Now, the other thing is I might be able to go back to the living room to do these live streams because Prism Live is also available on the phone. So if I can trust that process, and I'll do a couple private lives and member lives before I go live to you guys. But yeah, maybe I can go back to the living room because I definitely prefer to watch movies sitting on my couch rather than being at the computer. I only want to be at the computer to edit. I kid you not. Edit photos, edit videos, edit my music. I don't like being at the computer to play video games or watch a movie. Oh, nice. It's working. All right, so we got this Ridley Scott returning to Prometheus. Once again, for anybody who's joining, it's free on Hulu, but I'm watching it off of Fandango at home, which used to be Voodoo. We got to get on with this because Alien, what is it called? Romulus. Alien Romulus comes out on Wednesday for early viewing, and then Thursday to the public, and Friday for everybody else. It's just, jeez. And there's been 8 movies. This is the 7th movie I've watched from the Alien series. And you know we're doing a deep dive on this channel. There's a whole playlist for it. And this Alien series is what started my going live. Ah, there goes these supreme beings at the beginning of Prometheus. I gotta brighten up this screen because I think I got. Let's see. It's on Rec 709, of course. That's pretty cool. It's pretty flat image. I got it on rapid rendering. I got an Asus ProArt monitor. Great for editing, but man, you gotta fiddle with the settings to get the right movie settings. Because some movies are so dark. That last movie, AVP2, man, what a dark movie. Now, a little backstory if you've never heard it before. I have seen Prometheus at least 5 times, but I never watched it with intent of like, let me not intent, but I've never watched this movie in succession to the other Alien films, if that makes sense. I watched Prometheus after rewatching Aliens, so many times. So that was my perspective on it. But now that I've watched 6 Alien movies in a row for this channel, I'm hoping I'm able to watch this movie a little bit differently. And this supreme being, I forget what they call them. We'll find out eventually. Elders or whatever. He just drank out of a cup, and now we've got all this DNA starting as the screen says Prometheus. What about you guys in the chat? There's 3 of you guys watching. Have you ever seen Prometheus? If so, what did you think about it? Did you think it fell in line with the other Alien films? Now, mind you, even though I said that I've watched this movie 5, 6 times, twice at the theater, and then I bought it, I don't remember much about it. Hopefully, as I'm watching this, because it has been years. It's been like 6, 7 years. Maybe some of this stuff will come back to me. And maybe more will make sense now since I've watched the previous 6 movies in this series. I think I might put on some captions. So they're on the Isle of Skye, Scotland, 2089. We're not even there yet. 2089. Will I be alive? I'd be old as shit. Jeez. So while they're searching and doing all that, I'm watching this. Guys, there's some really big news for the channel, which I really revealed in the community section. I woke up this morning, 8 a.m., looked at my phone like everybody who shouldn't look at their phone immediately when they wake up. And I woke up to YouTube telling me you are officially monetized. Yes, this channel is monetized. And I'm telling you, my heart skipped a beat. I was so geeked and so happy. I still am. It took me 23 months and nearly 300 videos. I think I looked at my channel earlier today and I saw that I've made in total live, shorts, and full-fledged videos 296. This one will be 297. And that's a big deal. Nearly 300 videos in 23 months. And now I'm monetized. This is what I've been working hard for. And this channel never started with that idea, by the way. This was never like, oh, let's start a channel reviewing movies so that I can earn money. Eventually, I saw what it could become, but it didn't start out like that. But as they say, consistency and hard work pays off. So thank you to everybody, like the three of you that have joined this live stream, for watching, commenting, subscribing. And even those who have not subscribed, if I've entertained you in any way, consider subscribing. But thank you, because this is going to become a form of income for me, and I could not be happier than I am right now about that. All right, so we're going back in time now. We've got this little girl, which I think is the lead character. She's got like some memories, and it looks weird. Like this digital look to it. So she's asking where do they go because their mother passed away. Is this the dude? Oh, this guy looks like from... There's like a haunted house like series playing the dad. That was a weird look. We've got the android here. This guy, see, when I thought of androids, I forgot about Bishop in Aliens and coming back in Alien 3, which I had never seen really previously to this anyways. Let me do something here because I don't like what I'm seeing in the camera. Boom. There we go. Zoom out a little bit. But I had forgot about those old androids slash robots in Alien 1 and Alien 2. I remembered this guy right here. Damn, I hit the mic. I remember this guy right here being in Aliens, or being an android, and he represented like the perfect looking android. This guy looks like he would be a robot. Bishop, played by Lance Henriksen in part 2, 3, and AVP. That dude, as great of an actor as he is a good actor. My God, he looked like he smoked 1,000 cigarettes before he got on set, and drank a beer since the time he was, 10 years old. And then the dude in the first one looked horrendous. He looked awful. And I had totally forgot about him until I saw it. Can we darken this up a little bit? He's watching. A lot of this is there's no words happening right now. He's just kind of like admiring and learning humans. And his big thing is this android is he's watching like old 50s films, and that's what he's basing everything off of. The way he looks, the way he acts, the way he talks. So I got a destination threshold now. This movie looks great, and I feel like this is the first. First of all, this is the first movie I've ever watched on my monitor here on my Asus Pro Art. It looks really good, shockingly good, shockingly. Me and my son watch a lot of Family Guy. I've been considering lately because this is a 27-inch Asus Pro Art, and it's great for its purpose, right? But since I edit so much, I've been wanting a 39-inch LG OLED curved ultra wide, but right now that's $1,000 that I don't have. So, is that Charlize Theron? No, I gotta check something out here. Gotta look at this cast. He's calling her mother. Oh, so David, played by Mike Fassbender, and then yeah, that is Charlize Theron playing Meredith Vickers. Okay, so we got Elizabeth Shaw, David, and Meredith. Oh, crap. I didn't know he was in this movie. That'll be a surprise when I see him. Oh, we got the whole team here, so now we got to get to know them again. I don't know if you guys have noticed, for those of you, the three of you that are watching, and for the replay, if you subscribe to the channel, you're going to see that. Oh, wait a minute. We got some chatter here. What up, Latin drummer? What's going on? But as I was saying, yeah, this is a nice looking movie, man. This is a nice looking movie. Oh, it is Charlize Theron. Okay. Yeah, man. I didn't even know that. I forgot that she was in this because I feel like she was also in like the Fast and Furious movies after a certain point, but I could be getting her confused. Peter Wayland? So he sent him a message from 22 June 2091. Okay. Thank you, man, because I needed some of this information here. My man, what are you doing? How was the Metallica concert, man? I saw that you went. A lot of the people I know went. I didn't even know what was happening until the day of. For the most part, till I saw you guys. Okay. It's funny, they got this box that looks like the Hellraiser box, but it does a whole bunch of other tech. Oh yeah, she is in F. Yes, she is. Okay, she's also in that too. She's been in a lot of these movies. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Pantera was opened up for them. Holy, on the same bill. VH Sun was also good. Was was his son on his own, or is he in Pantera? Dude, I didn't know that's a hell of a billing. Everybody just talked about Metallica. That's it online. That's crazy cool. I'm noticing in this movie right away that everybody has a unique look. Like they were carefully sketched out to make sure everybody had a good look in this. Okay, so they're saying they have an invitation from the engineers, and I guess that's who started out the movie. That I was calling them the elders, but yeah, they're the engineers. Wow. So VH's son, and is he got a? Does he have like a whole band backing him, or is it literally just him on stage on his own? 'Cause I've been noticing an influx of that too, man. It's such a stark contrast to go from what I was watching earlier this week, AVP 2, to this movie, because this movie is actually well lit. AVP 2 is just a, my God, what a muddy mess. Whoa, Latin drummer saying day one, Friday Mammoth, VH, then Pantera, and Metallica. Day two, Ice, Ice Nine Kills, Five Finger Death Punch. Wow. Was it part of a festival? Or they had like a double bill of like all these bands, man. Day two is Sunday. Okay. Wow. I've never been a Metallica live fan. For whatever reason, I've never been pulled in to how they perform live, which I have nothing against them. I almost don't have any opinion about them live. Obviously, I love Metallica's music, but I've never really looked at them as a live band. But a lot of people seem to like them. All right, so Charlize is doubting the existence of the engineers and thinks this is a useless trip that's going to put everybody in danger because they aren't real. Boy, she's about to be mistaken, right? My God, dude. You know, Freddy vs. Jason, it's been a while since I've seen that too. Obviously, a huge fan of the movie because I saw it in '03 when it came out several times. Had every iteration of it. But it's been years since I saw it. Yes, I can see the influence of Freddy vs. Jason on AVP 2. But the difference is, like, Freddy vs. Jason had good lighting, mood lighting, proper. This movie, AVP 2 was just, I mean, dark. Dark, dark, dark. All right, no Metallica tour for 72 seasons. I saw them. What? 1988 was the first time seeing Metallica live? Dude, I tend to forget that there's an age gap between me and the dudes, guys like you. Wow. That had to be an amazing experience. By the way, so Monsters of Rock 1988, was that also the tour that Kiss was on? And they played like the Crazy Nights stuff? I know that's the year, but were they on that tour as well? I just heard a familiar voice in this movie. So they're on their way. The weather's bad wherever they're going. Yo! Idris Elba. For, for a movie that I've seen so many times, I forgot so much about it. But then again, for me, since I have had more trouble watching movie recently in the last few years, I could see how this might be an issue for me. I could definitely see that. David is constantly quoting these films that he likes. Who else was on that Monsters of Rock 1988 bill? By the way, guys, I'm watching Prometheus and I am 25 minutes and 8 seconds, 9, 10, 11. So if you want to get caught up, it is on Hulu. I'm watching it off of Vudu. I have owned it for many, many, many years. Oh, man. Idris Elba, he's such a good actor. I wonder if this is before like his career really took off. Especially because I just don't remember him in this. All right, so we got Latin drummer with Kingdom Come, Metallica, Dokken, Scorpions, and VH with Sammy had like, dude, you saw Dokken when they were actually a band, like the original band? You know the Dokken is my second favorite band of all time. My God, man, what I would have gave to like see them in their prime. I saw them nope, I saw them last year, and I want to say I saw them earlier this year. Ah, time gets everybody, man. Wang is there also. Really? Wow, man. I'll be right there. Be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I am back. So they right here, they look like they look like they're from Callisto Protocol. All right, my bad, man. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, see, I don't know any of that, man. I don't really watch the Marvel movies. I don't really watch any of that stuff, so I wouldn't really know. My God, man, you're killing me, dude. It sucks that Dawkins broke up right before the 90s. But then again, you know, would they have made it through the 90s? I thought Dawkins' solo album, Up From the Ashes, was incredible. It was obviously meant to be the next Dawkins album. But good for you, man, that you saw them. Wish I can go back in time and watch a lot of those bands in their prime. There was an actual rumor for a very short time that because Don was sick recently, that he was going to not be able to play the Dawkins shows. They canceled some of them, and and everybody got excited because there was rumors of Don getting replaced just for those gigs, and he shut down those rumors fast and said, "No, I will be, you know, doing all of the shows." And it was like, damn. Doctor Strange's partner. Oh, the heavyset guy? That I remember. I remember seeing that in the background sometimes. So much like every other good alien movie, we're following the team as they come in and explore. And of course, Something's got to happen for them to be picked off one by one. So they released. So this is something you can do now that you couldn't do before. They released these balls in the air that float, and by themselves, they emit this scanning technology, and then those are gonna go back and tell them, what they're in for. All right, so those technology balls are streaming everything back. Back to the aircraft. In this one, I do, obviously before they show us, I do remember that there's this like dust that goes off in the air, and that's what gets into your system through your nose, through your ear, or whatever, and it messes you up. 6 people watching. Thank you for joining. Much appreciated. We're watching Prometheus here. I was working on this. I was supposed to go live at 9. And I was working on this, believe me, since about 7:46. But StreamYard is finicky when it comes to detecting my Motorola phone as a USB webcam. But thankfully, Prism Live Studio does not. And Prism Live has an app. So I appreciate the hell out of you, Prism Live. All right, so mistake number 1. This dude, let me see his name here. Charlie, played by Logan Marshall Green. Charlie just took off his headpiece. Huge, huge mistake. He's a cocky one. For those of you who have just joined, if you haven't seen my community page yet, this morning I woke up to the best news ever. This channel is monetized. After 23 months and nearly 300 videos, we made it. So for those of you who watch, comment, like, and hopefully subscribe, thank you so much, because this is finally going to become a form of income. And this movie came out on Blu-ray when 3D TVs were still a thing. And what's crazy is, while they don't release a lot of them anymore, they still do release 3D Blu-rays. Most 3D Blu-ray players that are sold today, or most Blu-ray players, still play 3D Blu-rays. Movies are getting released in theaters in 3D, yet we don't have TVs that support 3D anymore. It is wild. The TV behind me, or should I point this way so I can see a live view? There you go. That TV behind me, that's a 3D TV. And I hope to God it never dies on me, because I still watch 3D movies in the PlayStation 3. That's right there. Yeah. Yeah, I still watch 3D movies on the PlayStation 3, but I got to be in my room, because in order to get that, in order to get HDR and the newest form of HDMI, I had to give up 3D and move that TV over here so I can get the newest OLED. All right, so they're able to see what previously happened, like memories almost. What's funny is they integrated things that are like very video game like in this. I've seen this many, many, many times in video games. So the geologist is freaking the heck out. He wants to go back to the ship, and that's smart. But he also should have never took off his headpiece. So the geologist is freaking the heck out. There we go. I didn't know I was streaming in 1080 60. That's cool. That's smooth. See, this is so much better than paying $20+ a month to StreamYard. And it's, going to be mainly on my own, so it's cool. I think there's times when I will use StreamYard, but as long as it's having issues detecting my phone like this, not cool. Ah, there we go. We got that big head, the statuesque head of the engineers. Good audio. I wonder what audio they're providing me on here. I wonder. So these are my studio headphones, my AKG's 240s, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, these are the 240 studios, K240 studios, and these are the ones I use to like get precision sound when I'm recording my music. But I just recently bought like a pair of gamer headphones, Rig X 400s, for my son, and it works for when obviously anything. They're headphones; they work for anything. But they're 3D headphones, and I wonder how this would have sounded because it supports Dolby Atmos. Ooh, it would be cool to watch a movie and hear things moving around behind you. Hey, thank you for joining, man. Enjoy Metallica, brother. I understand you leaving for that. We'll get a chat in real soon, my man. Appreciate you joining. Oh, you've watched it 5 times, brother? Yeah. I watched this similar. It's just I don't remember any of this stuff. Maybe it's the influx of movies that I've watched for this channel. I've watched so many. Makes you forget about what you saw before. Or it could just be the wrestling concussions. Ah, wow. They've got some of the aliens like outlined on the wall. Come on, David. Get a move on, dude. Oh, that is such a good looking part. So I'm at 42 minutes in. Obviously, this is full of CGI, but man, does that look good. And I'm so much more appreciative of like how this movie looks now that I've seen how bad AVP 2 looked. But there's this scene right now where there's a bunch of dust coming up behind them. It's like a storm. I mean, it does look a lot like a video game. Oh Lord, it's like a sandstorm. She went to go pick up a bag to drop out of the out of like the little motorcycle she's in. Got hit with that sandstorm. $43 minutes in, by the way, guys. And officially in 2 seconds, 44 minutes in if you want to tune in. Right now it's on Hulu. And I'm watching it off of Voodoo Fandango, so. Which, by the way, what do you guys think about that? Voodoo changing its name to Fandango at Home. I feel like nobody wants to say that. Who would want to say that? I like how unemotional David is. As he should be. But see, he's the right person to play that role. Alright, so with the static electricity and the wind speed, there's no way to save this one dude that's left back in that cavern. Right, if there was nothing going on, you would think you could just fall asleep. And they said they're going to come get you in the morning. But obviously, since these people have gone in there and disturbed the natural way of things, you know shit is gonna pop off. Slow motion, man. Once again, we're back to slow motion. 46 minutes into a movie. We really don't have anybody dying yet. This is all about the exploration, you know, much like Alien 1. The female who played Shaw in this, she had a good presence to her. That I remember saying from the very jump. I did not care for the gentleman who played her partner, uh, Charlie. Logan Marshall Green, from the jump, and even now, I feel like he's out of place. But she did a great job, this actress. N- Numi Rapace. Rapace? Rapace. Well, Numi. Numi playing Elizabeth Shaw, she did really, really good. She has a great presence to her. I don't remember her being in Alien Covenant, but obviously we're watching that one next. She was in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Black Crab, the girl who played with fire. Okay, so she's still making movies. A movie called Close, Unlocked. She was in Sherlock Holmes. Okay. She was in Bright with Will Smith. Dude, it's funny because I say thank God for this channel because my normal self would not know any of this because I watch what I like, watch what I watch, and then that's it. Oh crap. Something's going down. They brought the big old head. Now this head is basically bleeding. Oh, that head's gonna explode. Yeah, it exploded. Started oozing and goozing. And it smelled. I don't mind the slowness of this movie. Again, because it's shot so well, you know, and it's colored so well. What do we got here? What do we got here? DDG in the house. What's going on, brother? Join in and you're in FUNB Thorn attire. That's right. That's right, man. I'm in Millionaires Club attire today. DDG in the house. Channel member. Have you ever watched Prometheus, DDG? It's a great looking movie, man. Mother and David are getting really, really close. Oh, well, too close. She put him on the wall. Wait, I gotta give DDG the proper FUNB, the Hogan FUNB. Oh man, there's a couple things you can do here. You're gonna love this. Once I figure out how to really work this. Oh, actually, I can. Give me a second here. Let's see. No. Oh man, you've never watched this? This is a good movie. This is a good movie. It's slow. It's slow though because you're going back to the drawing board. You're going back to the drawing board, man. All right, so you really want to see this FUNB? I got you, big man. Whoa. We go right here. Boom, brother. Now we can do gifts in here. So now we got the truly the FUNB. There we go. Oh man. That's funny. That's too funny. That's too funny, man. How's your Saturday night going, DDG? Latin drummer was in the house and he had to leave the stream to go and watch Metallica, which you know there's nothing wrong with that. All right, so this Charlie guy in this movie is just doesn't fit to me, man. I understand you wanting a drink, but it just doesn't seem like the place like in this series, you know? David looks like he's got, his eyes set out to destroy him. And I understand it. This guy's annoying. Oh man. There's so much happening here. Whoa, DDG with the $2. My man. Thank you so much for donating, man. Here's your favorite nation. I love it, man. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. He's been a member of this channel for 3 months. A full 3 months, my man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You're a part of the huge reason this channel is monetized now. And this is your third super on a live stream. That's too cool of you, man. Oh, they're finally starting to see these things moving now. Whoa. All right, stuff is about to start kicking off now. Oh my god. Everybody's really calm right now, but it's gotta kick off real soon. It absolutely have to. Wow. Ah, see. What is up with these smart chicks always just liking these crappy dudes? So the engineers predate us, the humans. Therefore, she's saying that we come from them. That's a big thing too. Who made them? DDG with the keep it up. Great work. Congratulations. Talk to you later. Got an event in the morning. Keep rocking. Yes, sir. Handle your event in the morning, man. I know it's really, really late. I'm sorry for the live stream, guys, being this late, but I was going through a lot of trouble with StreamYard, and now we're using Prism Live, and I got on it real fast. Thank you so much, DDG. Appreciate you, brother. Have a good night. Thank you for joining the chat. We're 59 minutes into this movie right now. For those of you who want to watch along, I'm watching Prometheus. Right now you can watch it on Hulu if you do not have the movie. You can also rent it if you want to, but I'm watching it personally off of Fandango at home since I've owned this movie since it basically came out. It's hilarious to me. You've got this super smart woman in this movie, Elizabeth Shaw, scientist, and she's running this thing, and she's sleeping and is attracted to this dude who's drinking nonstop, seemingly has no control. Just what a weird thing, and it's something that constantly rears its head all the time in life, right? Chicks being attracted to crappy dudes. Actually, I know what I gotta do here. Oh, I've got to add that to that. Okay. So on the screen right now, you see the new subscriber. There we go. New subscriber, and you see new member. So that's in the overlay that I created. What I didn't know is that you have to actually apply some of these plugins from Prism to actually show that. So like what you guys are seeing with the live chat over here, right there, that's a Prism chat plugin that I had to add, right? And then I've got to eventually, as this thing grows and I have more time on my hands with this, I'll figure out how to automatically add new members right there and then new subscribers right there. Man, does something happen to Idris Elba in this movie? I hope not. He's an awesome actor. So see, like in regular Alien, we've got the eggs that hatch, right? And then you've got the face huggers. In this, there's a bunch of vases, and there's a bunch of black goo. That stuff, from what I remember, it evaporates and it gets into your orifices. Why they felt the need to try to reinvent the wheel, I don't know. Maybe it was only so that they don't have the same thing happening over and over again. That's the only thing I can think of. Alright, so the black goo is moving. We are over an hour and right around the 1 hour mark. And we're finally starting to see something. It's not just the black goo now, but it's like a snake-like thing. Oh, it is a snake. So there's two. There's two of these snakes. What they really did is they tried to reinvent. This is Alien all over again. All they did was give it a different look. Instead of a face hugger or, the smaller alien, this is a snake that opens up and damn near looks the same. It looks like a butterfly. So the snake has wrapped itself around his arm. Ah, and it broke his arm. This guy's basically just watching. He's telling him to cut it off. Yeah, see, this thing bleeds acid. So they cut it off. It's now in the suit. It's inside of the helmet. Oh, well, that's cool. And it just went down this guy's throat. Yeah, this is the same idea. It's the same thing. This dude looks like hell. This Charlie guy. He just got done from boinking Elizabeth Shaw. His eyes are bloodshot red. Just odd that they added this guy to it. He sticks out like a sore thumb. See, I remember this now. The little things are coming to me. This Elizabeth Shaw character. I remember there was nothing attractive about her. Similar to me. Similar to how there was nothing attractive about Ripley in the first or second one. But they managed to put her in these positions where you see a little bit of her toned body. And as a man, you start to say, oh, well, I could see her appeal. Even though she's constantly being very professional, you know what I mean? Decently compositive CGI. David has stopped. Not following them anymore. So they're going back to explore this morning. So they're going to go back and pick everybody up. Uh-oh. Miss Vickers wants David's personal feed uploaded to her camera. Just to her. Oh, that's cool. So the bombs are exploding on the screen right now because if you're just joining this live or on the rewatch, I'm letting everybody know that I woke up this morning to this channel officially being monetized. So thank you to all 6 of you who are watching, those who have commented, the super donations as you see, the members of the channel. Thank you so much because it took 23 months and nearly 300 videos to get this channel monetized. So thank you. It's my first channel in the history of that I've been on YouTube, which I've been on YouTube since 2008. Yeah, it's been a long time. Huge news. Huge news. Big deal for me. So David cut her off. I believe it was David. She was watching his feed and it went off. So now they're inside searching. They found the room that seems to have the coffins of the elders, the engineers. I understand this. He's really sick, Charlie. But I could see how you would watch this movie first. If you take a look at the community page that I have up, about a week or two ago, somebody suggested the proper way of watching these alien films, and they said AVP, and then AVP 2 would be the first ones you watch. But obviously, to me, it seems pretty obvious that it would be Prometheus first, unless Prometheus is getting away from the Alien vs Predator theory, which I'm pretty sure that's what it's doing. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do here. Nice. Uh-oh. Alright, so that snake came out. This Charlie, dude, he's lasting way longer than he should. He should have been gone a long time ago. So Prometheus is the ship. Only because I'm talking. It took me 70 minutes to realize that. So she's getting ready. What is this guy's name? This Asian man. Ah, Benedict Wong, who plays Ravel. Oh, that was Patrick Wilson in the beginning, Shaw's father. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I couldn't remember what he was from, but I instantly recognized his face. There's a lot of good actors in this movie. I still am really, really impressed by how David plays a robot. Not obviously, there's great robots in the history of cinema, but this guy managed to really set the stage for what a robot should be or an android should be in this Alien series. So now he's seeing these flashbacks of the engineers playing the flute and doing all this stuff, setting things up. We're a full hour and 12 minutes into this thing. What are you guys thinking about this new setup? The 6 of you watching. You guys been watching for a while, so thank you for joining. What do you guys think of the way this looks? I love this, and this is much cooler to me than what I was doing with the other program. Prism Live is where it's at, man. It's cool stuff. I like that you can add sources and different scenes. David's got the whole world centering around him. Window capture. Wonder how long I can get away with showing you guys what I'm watching right now. Let's see window capture real quick. See if we can do this. No. Yeah, that's not gonna let me do it. That's funny. Yeah, it's a hell of a thing. It's hard to let you guys see what I'm seeing because most programs won't allow it. Yeah, that's interesting. There's movies are so protected, you know, and it's I get it to an extent. To an extent. We can delete that window capture. Let me see some real quick. Game capture. Can we add that? Would it do it then? Capture any screen. Specific window. No, it's not gonna let me do it. Yeah, that's funny. He's hurting. Let me see some real quick. So Vickers, Charlize Theron, she's ready to shoot. Oh wow, she's got a flamethrower. She's right. For as mean as she's been, this is the mistake they made in Aliens 1. She doesn't want him on board, which makes 100% sense. Ah, so he's forcing her. She set him on fire. What's funny is he's got a bunch of protective gear on. He seemed to die quicker from fire with all this protective gear on than he did from, being injected with all that shit from the elders or the engineers or whatever. Yep. So they just said her necklace might be. Oh, you guys can't see it. Her necklace might be contaminated, and she said if there was any contagion, then we're all contaminated. We're all compromised, which makes a lot of sense. Quarantine. That's funny the way he talks. Oh, he's got to check her out because she's pregnant. And of course she's pregnant. Of course she's pregnant with the worst guy on the ship's child. Like art imitating life. Uh oh. So she says she just made love to this guy about 10 hours ago. There's no way that she's 3 months pregnant. That it's impossible. And he let her know that it's not a traditional fetus. So she's got an alien in her. He knocked her out until they get back to Earth. That's crazy. So within 10 hours, because he was already infected or contaminated, she has what has grown to be a 3 month old baby. She's 3 months pregnant, 12 weeks pregnant, even though it's only been 10 hours. Oh, man. David is over here letting her know that he already watched her dreams. Is she dead? They're trying to wake her up, and she's really not. Oh, this has got to be a nightmare. No? Alright, so she faked sleeping. They're trying to wake her up. She's become violent. She's holding her stomach. This has got to be a dream. The way this is happening. And don't put it past the Alien movies or Ridley Scott to not throw a dream at you. For those of you guys that are watching right now, thank you for being patient. I tried to go live twice through StreamYard. It just was not detecting my camera, which is my secondary phone. But thankfully, I learned Prism Live quick and got it done. So here we are at this point watching Prometheus live watch long, and I am an hour and 21 minutes in, about to be an hour and 22 minutes in about 5 seconds. Right now it's streaming on Hulu. I'm watching it off of Fandango because I've owned this movie since it came out. So I'm officially at an hour and 22 minutes into this movie if you want to follow along. Again, it's crazy what I do and don't remember about this movie. I went to go see it in the theater twice. I bought it on 3D Blu-ray, like this huge collector's edition that I remember being super excited about. Oh yeah, it's got some body horror happening in this movie right now. So I believe she's trying to perform her own abortion because her stomach is growing already. Again, she had sex with this guy 10 hours ago and she's already 12 weeks pregnant. Oh my God. This looks painful, brutal. Yeah, she's trying to perform her own abortion. There's no. Did she shoot herself with some pain pills? Ah. I don't remember any of this. And I've seen this movie so many times. Oh my God. The body horror is real on right now. Uh, oh my God. It's taking the alien out of her. It's taking the embryo out. Oh, the placenta just busted. She's sewing herself back up. Oh, holy shit. She just detached the umbilical cord. What is this? This looks like an octopus. So now it's stapling her back together. What you see, for me, and I do like this movie. I love this movie. I just don't understand the point of following the traditional alien story, but completely changing the way stuff looks. Why? It's still the same story, especially if you've seen the other ones like I have, right? I just got done watching all six prior to this. This is the seventh one, and then Alien Covenant, which I've also never seen, much like Alien 3 and Resurrection. I don't understand the point of making the aliens look different, but you're making an alien movie. It's, I guess, to come off as fresh to some people who are like, oh, it's the same old story. It's still the same old story. But as I was saying, I saw this movie in the theaters twice. I bought it on 3D Blu-ray. When I brought it home, I watched it a ton of times, and I don't remember most of this. And it's either this channel itself that made me forget because I've watched so many movies, or it's the wrestling concussions. This guy's still alive. This dude who got burned up. What the hell? He was folded over. She's running through the corridors. So now that Charlie guy is growling and killing everybody. It's a bad makeup job on him. What the hell's going on here? It's funny because like my brain is fighting with You know this movie because you've seen this movie, but also all of this seems brand new. See, this doesn't make sense. He's scaling the walls. What is giving him this power to or this ability? Why? So now he's got super strength as well. He's killing off all the team. We haven't had any real aliens in here yet. Okay, so they just ran over him with the Cybertruck. They're putting him on fire. And he's still getting back up. They're shooting him. What in the hell made him this strong? There's got to be some... Well, we'll find out. Whatever. I'm starting to get agitated with why he came back. I was happy when they actually took him out of the story, and now he's back. So she just made her way into this area. See, David didn't want to perform the abortion on her, but she performed it on herself. And then Waylon is over here looking... Peter Waylon. Again, they try to make him look like super ultra old, but he just looks like he has a bad makeup job. He's obviously a young guy. But they put, this old man makeup on. It doesn't work. Why not just get an old man? Unless they're gonna... Ew. Rubbing his feet. Unless they're gonna, like, de-age him later on in this movie. By the way, why do you guys think it's so hard to have a young person play an old person? Like, is it really that hard to do old people makeup? It's just like evident that this is a younger guy. Let me see who is this. This is Guy Pearce playing Peter Wayland. It just doesn't work. It's unbelievable. Oh, Guy Pearce. I'm shocked. I didn't even know that was him this whole time. I don't think she knows that he came back. That Charlie came back. She's her lover. Not a good idea to get young people to play old people. Just doesn't work. Noomi Rapace playing... I don't know if that's the way you say it, but I know her first name is Noomi. Playing Elizabeth Shaw. She's so good. I bought into her right away. And watching this movie now, I'm buying into her again. She plays a very convincing role. And she looks like she got ripped for this role, which is important for the lead role in an alien movie. Which I'm super, super excited to watch Alien Romulus next week. I've already got my invite. Thank you very much, Regal Cinema. Appreciate you. By the way, for those of you here, if you dig the lights behind me, that is Govee. And Thorn Theater and Govee are partners. I should have the link to the purchase page. If you want to purchase some, you get an extra 10% off going through my link. Any sales they have. As long as you buy from my link, you get an extra 10% off whatever they got going on. So if it's not in there yet, I will put it in there because that needs to be in there. Plus, there's a new code. I believe I gotta grab that too. There's so much stuff that goes into like partnerships and promoting. Being transparent with you here, I love Govee, and my whole apartment, every single room, including the bathroom, has Govee products in there. And we're not just talking about lights. By the way, if you didn't know, Govee also makes purifiers, uh, aroma diffusers, like oil diffusers. They make lamps, obviously lights, light strips, light bulbs. They used to make some more like household items. Now they're starting to do fans. They've been doing it for a little while, but they're really having success with the formula of fans. And I mean, I wouldn't hook up with nobody unless I truly, truly believed in the brand. And I love Govee. My whole home is controlled by two things: Google and Govee. And then there's one other that I'm working on a partnership with right now. And that's another brand that I use. It's a service that I use that made my life easier. And once I discovered how much easier my life became, specifically for this channel, I had to see if there was a partner program for that brand. So if that goes through, I will be announcing that soon as well. This, as much as I like this movie, even right now, the slow burn that this movie is and how beautiful this movie was shot and color coded and all that, I will say this. If you are not a fan of slow moving movies, and if you don't understand that this movie is trying to set up the whole entire alien universe, then honestly, you would hate this. Because this is a slow movie. And I noticed how slow the first one was because it was so dark. This one, it's a little bit harder to notice how slow it is because it looks so nice. But then again, I'm also excited because I'm talking to you guys. There's 6 people on here. This channel is monetized now. Just this morning, I woke up to that information. So, uber happy. For any of you that are on the live stream right now, let me know if you have ever subscribed to anybody like on Patreon where they allow you to see what they're watching on watch alongs. Because from what I'm gathering and all the blocks, like I tried with Prism right now to like add this specific window where I'm watching uh, this movie Prometheus, and it wouldn't let me. It was just a black screen. So with that being said, that tells me that there's digital rights that instantly are saying no, no, which is cool. But I gotta fight this out little by little, moment by moment. I think David is about to kill Wayland. Uh oh. This ain't gonna go well. This is not gonna go well, you could tell. Oh man. They're saying that they're seeing thousands. Thousands of interference and moving, like moving things on the planet. Organisms. They're also seeing a ship. By the way, for those of you joining, I'm watching Prometheus, and it is available on Hulu. You can join this watch along as well. I am an hour and 37 minutes into this movie. I'm watching it on Fandango. You can watch it on Hulu, or if you own it on physical media. Man, this is really taking me out. Seeing this guy is literally, his name is Guy, but Guy Pearce play an old Peter Weyland just doesn't make sense to me. Why choose a young guy to play an old guy? That's, again, if they're gonna de-age him, then I get it. But so David, the android, just said sometimes to create, sometimes you must destroy. And nobody's paying attention to Elizabeth Shaw right now. She's bent over in pain and nobody gives a crap. Oh man, they got a fully preserved engineer. This isn't going to end well. He's rising up like the Undertaker. Coffin. That's a big dude. So Peter Weyland wants to have a full-blown conversation with him, but Elizabeth Shaw, damn, they just hit her in the stomach. She wants to know what happened, what came on the cargo with them, the real questions. So David, of course, being the android he is speaking the same language, the alien language. Oh man. And of course, just like Bishop, he just got his head ripped off. David, that being. The engineer is throwing everybody around, pissed off. He saw Elizabeth Shaw running and walked the other way. And of course, Peter Weyland is over here still talking. He got whacked in the head with David's head. Yeah, Weyland's gonna die. Yeah, he just flatlined. There's a lot of survivors, and this usually at the end of these movies there's just one. That's why I was so shocked when I watched AVP 2 last week or earlier this week that there was 4 survivors. Right here, there's at least 7 right now. So the engineer, knowing what he knows, is working his magic. Oh, okay. This is that space looking thing that was at in the beginning of Alien 1. There was this one thing, and I didn't remember that either because it had been so long since I watched the first Alien until we watched it here on the channel together. But there was this one thing they came across, and this is it, what he's getting into. That's cool. So he got in that. Okay, he got in that seat. He's got all this armor going over him. Bunch of dust and sandstorm coming up. Like exhaust from him just turning on that vehicle he just got into. I really, really, really wish they involved like some predator lore, not actually seeing a predator, but some predator lore into this movie. So I feel like Prometheus just gets rid of that whole thing that AVP tried to set up. And I really like what they set up, you know? That it was an ancient game. But how do you not watch Prometheus before an Alien Covenant, before you watch AVP? There was a community post for those of you who are joining that I had put up a few weeks ago that suggested that AVP and AVP2 were the first movies you watch when you're going to watch the Alien franchise. And I don't understand how that is, especially when you have Prometheus. Charlize Theron's character is such a bitch. Meredith Vickers. She really doesn't care about anybody else but herself. She's letting them know that that ship is taking off. And they gotta stop it. Charlize doesn't want to stop anything. What the hell? That ship didn't look that big when he got into it. Perspective, I guess. Man, I hope Idris Elba's character doesn't die, Janek. Everybody else on the ship likes likes Janek too. His character is good, man, and he's a good actor. He's really good in this role too. He's convincing. And then Meredith Vickers, played by Charlize Theron, she's really convincing as well as like being, you know, the asshole character she is. Yeah, you can talk about money all you want in this situation. Ain't nobody gonna get nothing unless you make it out alive. Best thing you could do in this case is have the money transferred over to your family. That's really all you could do. Okay. Just got a sweet email from YouTube creators. There's so much happening, by the way, guys. Not only in this movie, but for this channel. I've never actually heard of this email that I just got. Self-certification about monetization. So that's cool. I'll take a look at that. Oh, man. Oh, wow. The ship exploded. And it's coming down. It's coming down fast. For some reason, Elizabeth Shaw and Vickers are just standing there. Like, if that thing falls on you, you're done. Yeah, move. You might want to move. Oh shit! There goes Vickers. Is that Vic? Is that it? It's gonna roll down like a wheel. Not only that, but there's a bunch of fire and a bunch of stuff just falling down now. No magic elixir this week. This week, just plain old water. Sorry for the Jesus Christ. They are not gonna make it. This thing is rolling down like a big old wheel. But oh, here goes Vickers. Is she done? She's done. She's done. Yeah, she's done. All right, so Charlize Theron will not be in Alien Covenant. Nonetheless, sorry for the super late. Is that thing gonna fall forward now? Sorry for the super late stream. Oh my god, wait a minute. Now this thing is falling forward. She's gonna get saved. Come on now. How did some rocks stop that? Obviously it did. So she has 2 minutes of oxygen remaining. Nonetheless, I'm never live this late, but I was planning to go live like I always do at 9 o'clock on Saturdays. Well, for the most part, right? If I don't have another gig or something happening. But man, what a pain in the butt. And I'm going to report this to them. StreamYard, it just does not like my Motorola camera going through NVIDIA Broadcast. Like, the camera is a USB webcam. It's a phone, but you can hook it up through USB and it gives you the option to use it immediately as just a USB webcam. So then from there, I use NVIDIA Broadcast to make my audio good because it's pretty hot back here and I got the fan on and I want my audio to sound good while I'm cool. So I'm using NVIDIA for that. And I'm using NVIDIA Broadcast for the camera because it makes my video look as good as you guys are seeing it look right now. In fact, I love that it follows my face around. It's really clear, right? And I can zoom in and it looks good. So I love NVIDIA Broadcast, which, by the way, NVIDIA Broadcast, if you want to sponsor this channel, you totally can. But with all that being said, StreamYard just did not want to recognize the camera. I mean, for nothing. It didn't allow me to choose NVIDIA Broadcast. It didn't allow me to choose Moto Webcam. It just kept going to Smart Connection. It wouldn't get off of that. And when I had, which Worky sent this out to me. Here we go. Worky sent this awesome capture card out to me. And NVIDIA didn't want to do anything but just choose the Worky card, the capture card. Like, it just would not want to move. I'm sorry, StreamYard didn't want to. StreamYard didn't want to change anything. And it was just like, what? So I came over here to Prism Live, and Prism Live had no problem switching from the Prism lens, the Moto, NVIDIA. I'm pretty sure if I add the capture card next time under here, it's going to let me do it. Uh-oh. So the engineer just came to attack Elizabeth Shaw. But this gigantic... See, I never understood this. This gigantic looking alien that looks like an octopus genuinely looks like a pale octopus is eating up the engineer. Yeah, see, there was no, and then when it opens up, it looks like a starfish. And the middle of it looks like the face hugger. See, I don't understand why you would change all of that. Why not just open that up and let it be an alien? Is this how the aliens are made up? I'm asking questions before I find out. Yeah, see? It's about to unleash. This is the same thing. It's just a more complicated design. This just looks like a regular organism and it's engulfing the engineer. Yeah, see, this is just an oversized face hugger. Nowhere near as cool of a design as the face hugger. It's the exact same shit. Elizabeth Shaw, man, she's been through a lot. Numi's character. Is it Numi? Am I saying that right? Yeah, Numi's character, Elizabeth Shaw, is going through a lot in this. See, and she emotes more than Sigourney Weaver did. So I feel more for this character because she's strong when she needs to be strong, but she breaks down genuinely when she needs to break down. And I felt like Sigourney Weaver's character, taking nothing away from her, but after watching all these movies, I felt like there were times where she should have been more emotional, and she was not. David is still alive, like Bishop was at the end of Aliens. And David's asking for help. Elizabeth Shaw just said, "Why would I help you?" And he said, "Without me, you can't leave." He's letting her know there are other ships as well, but he's very manipulative. Either way, he will get her out. So again, much like Aliens, it's interesting that like Ridley Scott returned for this movie. I don't know if he returned for Alien Covenant. Obviously, we'll find out later this week or next week. It's crazy that they tend to rewrite the same stories that they've already told. They just change little details. Admittedly so, when I saw this movie when it first came out in theaters, I didn't think twice about it being an exact carbon copy of Alien and Aliens, just in a newer form with, slightly different looking aliens, but it is. As much as this thing wants to say that it's bringing a new mythology to the series, it's just wash, rinse, and repeat, to be honest. And I said the same thing about Alien Resurrection, just a bunch of expendable people and, give them certain personalities and knock them out. She wants to know, Elizabeth Shaw wants to know why the engineers created humans, so they're gods, and then wanted to kill them. Wanted to kill the humans. Why? David said the reasons are irrelevant. What is. Why does it matter to you? And she said, because I'm human. And to a human, it matters. And to a robot, it doesn't. Only the mission matters to a robot. That's why he said, what is. Final report of the vessel Prometheus. The ship and her entire crew are gone. If you are receiving this transmission, make no attempt to come to its point of origin. There's only death there now, and I'm leaving it behind. It is New Year's Day in the year of our Lord 2094. And she says her name is Elizabeth Shaw, last survivor of the Prometheus. And I'm still searching. And we fade to black. But not for long. The engineer's body is twitching. Of course. His chest is moving. And that is a very, very violent chest burster. That is a big, big chest burst. Why isn't it small? So we got a bunch of flashing lights. And we are getting what looks like our first view of the alien. Oh, there goes the mouth expanding. Fade to black again. And we have credits. That is the entire 2 hours and Prometheus coming to an end. I don't believe there's anything after that. Yeah, there shouldn't be. Wow. Slow moving movie that definitely sets up the universe going forward. This is going to be interesting to rate on the channel. That review will come out later. Obviously, I have to film it after this. But it's going to be interesting to talk about this movie because I feel just right now, like initial reactions, I feel like Prometheus is just Alien 1 and 2 kind of mixed together in a prettier package, in a fresher, newer CGI package. That's what it feels like to me. And it is slow. It is slow. It is all about the journey and discovering and, you know, all that stuff. So I don't know. Is it entertaining? No. But is it a good movie to set up Alien? Yeah, it is. Shockingly, again, you know, I enjoyed AVP so much. Saw it in the theaters, saw it when it came out to DVD, owned it. And then I never saw AVP 2 until earlier this week. Same thing with this. Saw this in the theaters, bought the 3D Blu-ray, and never saw Alien Covenant, the follow-up. So that will be coming up soon next week because we got to get these reviews out of the way before Alien Romulus. And guys, it has been, what, 2 hours? I would say it's been about 2 hours that the stream has been going on. Yeah, 2 hours and 6 minutes. This has been my longest stream. And thank you guys so much for joining. I also wanted to just say it one more time for anybody who didn't hear the first time. This channel is officially monetized as of this morning. So thank you to all of you who subscribe, comment, like, and watch. Thank you so much, guys. It is late night. Go and get your sleep. I'm going to tear down here and then do a review and get my sleep in because I got to hit my shoot job tomorrow. Guys, I got to rock out, watch some movies, and review them for you. Thanks for joining the live stream.